Hi, this is Moumita Rahman, the immigration attorney here to help you navigate the complex world of immigration. Today, I will discuss what to do if you are an immigrant experiencing abuse. Abuse comes in many different forms, and you do not have to be physically hit by your spouse in order to be considered abused. In fact, abuse is usually referred to as either extreme cruelty or battery in immigration law. Battery is self-explanatory. Battery occurs any time that your spouse gets physical with you by hitting, slapping, or laying their hands on you. However, extreme cruelty is non-physical abuse and can consist of anything from emotional abuse to financial abuse to manipulation, verbal abuse, or any other controlling behavior over you. When your spouse repeatedly treats you in a demeaning and harmful way, you are being hurt and abused, even if you have never filed a police report. One thing is true in all cases. You become subjected to extreme cruelty and/or battery because your spouse is trying to control you and prevent you from leaving the relationship. They want to hurt you, and almost always, your spouse will use your immigration status against you in an effort to control you and make you do what they want. You can be in a straight or same-sex relationship or be either male or female to qualify as an abused spouse. There is no one-size-fits-all. There are many ways to prove that you have been abused. Your attorney will go through an in-depth consultation and evaluation of your case to determine in what ways you've been hurt and controlled by your spouse and how to prove this behavior. They will help you file the appropriate applications after doing this. What happens if you don't have a green card or you're waiting on your green card marriage interview and you're in an abusive marriage? If you find yourself in a bad situation where your spouse is hurting and controlling you, you may be able to self-petition for a green card. This is just another way of saying that you can apply for a green card by yourself without your spouse's help and without them knowing or finding out. For this, you need to be legally married to either a U.S. citizen or a green card holder and have lived with them at some point during your marriage. You will need to provide any evidence that you have of the controlling, hurtful behavior that you've been subject to and provide proof that the relationship has been real. If you are no longer married to your spouse, you can only file your self-petition within 2 years of your divorce. If you are not currently inside the U.S., you must show that some of the abuse occurred here or that your spouse is a military member. What happens if you already have a green card and your green card is a 2-year conditional residency card that you received through marriage to your spouse? But that spouse has been abusing you and now you need to file the I-751 application to remove conditions. Frequently, your U.S. citizen spouse will refuse to help you file, or you may have already left the relationship or divorced from the spouse. Luckily, you can still ask for a waiver of the joint filing requirement because of the extreme cruelty and or battery that you have suffered, which means that you no longer need to rely on your spouse for this process. To apply for this waiver, you need to provide any evidence that you have of the abuse that you have suffered, along with evidence of your marriage. If you are suffering abuse, you do not have to wait until the deadline of your card expiring in order to apply for the waiver. You also do not need to divorce your spouse first either. If you are in an abusive situation and your immigration status is in jeopardy as a result, you should contact an immigration lawyer right away. You may need to contact one because you need to find a legal status, or because your conditional green card is expiring, or maybe your abusive spouse already filed a green card application for you, but now is refusing to attend or using your immigration status against you. All hope is not lost. We've helped dozens of men and women obtain waivers for extreme cruelty and battery, and file self-petitions underneath VAWA. And we know how to compassionately help you through your situation and guide you to the light. I'm Moumita Rahman, the immigration attorney here to help you navigate the complex world of immigration. See you next week.